Dead Code Diaries. It began like any other Saturday. Claire Reynolds, 34, awoke to the gentle chirping of birds outside her bedroom window and the soft creak of the old farmhouse settling in the early morning sun. Her husband, Tom, usually made coffee by now, and their daughter, Emily, 8 years old and constantly buzzing with curiosity, would already be watching cartoons with their teenage son, Ben. Claire stretched lazily, yawning as she reached across the bed. Empty. "Tom?" she called, groggily. No answer. Shrugging it off, she slipped into her robe and padded downstairs. The old staircase groaned under her feet. The kitchen was dark. No coffee. No breakfast smells. No sounds. She wandered from room to room. No Tom. No Ben. No Emily. She checked every room in the house, her concern gradually turning to confusion, then to anxiety. The front door wouldn't open. She jiggled the knob, but it was nailed shut from the inside. So were the windows. Claire's breath caught in her throat as she stood in the living room. Each window was covered in rough wooden boards, nailed crosswise from the inside, as if someone wanted to keep her in. She raced to the back door. The same. Even the basement hatch was bolted tight. She screamed until her voice cracked. No answer. No phone signal. The landline was dead. The clock on the wall spun backwards slowly, its ticking muffled and unnatural. Hours passed. She searched every corner of the house, frantic and sweating, calling her family's names until her throat burned. When she passed by the mirror in the hallway, she saw herself blink. Only her reflection didn't. That night, Claire tried to sleep in her bedroom, but the silence had teeth. Around midnight, a low knocking echoed through the walls, not at the doors, but inside them. She traced the sound to Ben's closet. Cautiously, she opened it. Nothing. But his clothes were wet, dripping, smelling of lake water. Ben had drowned in a lake once, when he was 4. They brought him back with CPR. She never forgot that day. She shut the closet quickly and backed away. When she turned around, her daughter Emily stood at the end of the hallway. "Emily?" she whispered. The child stared blankly, her mouth open as if mid-scream, except there was no sound. Her eyes were black holes, her skin pale, wet. Then she vanished. Over the next days, or hours, she couldn't tell anymore. Claire's grip on reality unraveled. The TV played static, but once she saw Tom on the screen, blood running down his face, whispering something she couldn't hear. When she pressed her ear close, she only heard, "You were supposed to forget." Food in the fridge rotted in hours. The kitchen clock ticked faster every time she looked away. Footsteps followed her at night. Whispering came from the air vents. She scratched at the boarded windows until her fingers bled. Behind one, she thought she saw movement. A face, watching her, smiling. One night, Claire stumbled across a door she didn't remember ever being there, behind a bookcase in the study. Down the hidden staircase was a dim, concrete room with a single flickering light bulb. A projector played a loop of old home movies, birthday parties, Christmas mornings, summer picnics. But something was wrong. In every scene, Claire was smiling too widely, staring directly into the camera, while everyone else acted normal. She turned to the far wall, where something was painted in red across the brick. "You wanted this." Suddenly, she remembered. Tom had taken the kids and left her 6 months ago after she had a breakdown. She'd gone off her medication, started talking about voices in the walls, about someone watching through mirrors. They'd begged her to get help. She refused. She dragged them back. She boarded the house herself. They tried to escape. She stopped them. A last memory hit her like a thunderclap, standing over their bodies in the kitchen. A hammer in her hand, blood everywhere. The house had been quiet ever since. But now it wanted her to remember. Now it played the past on repeat. It brought shadows of the ones she lost, but not to comfort her, to punish her, to feed on her guilt. On the 3rd week, or was it the 3rd year, she found the front door open, the boards gone. Outside, it was night, but the world looked wrong. The stars were too close. The trees leaned inward, like they were listening. She stepped out, and the door slammed shut behind her. The house was empty again, waiting. 3 months later, a real estate agent found the house untouched. Furniture in place, dishes in the sink, but no one had lived there in years. The Reynolds family had vanished in 2023. In the hallway mirror, though, if you stand just right and the light hits just so, you can still see Claire's face, silently screaming, "Trapped forever."